And welcome back to Idaho Today. Now, if you've made running or walking a regular part of your routine, you might be looking for another way to really challenge yourself. And with St. Luke's FitOne being virtual this year, it is a perfect time to test your limits on your own schedule and your own path too, by the way. I talked to a sports medicine trainer at St. Luke's about how runners and walkers can safely increase their mileage and prepare to tackle a 10K.
Emily, FitOne is a virtual event, and so many families, friends, they love to come together and participate in this. And I imagine many viewers have already done the 5K, if not once, maybe a couple of times. And perhaps this year they want to go ahead and tackle that 10K. So let's give them some advice. How does one safely begin to increase their mileage?
Yeah, it's a great question. One really good rule of thumb, just to make things simple, is we call it the 10% rule. So we don't want to progress our weekly mileage or our daily long run mileage more than 10% week over week. So let's say you're running, 9 miles in a week. We don't want to run more than, say, 10 or 12 miles the next week. So you want to kind of really steadily progress things.
Okay, so steadily progress, little increments. You and I have talked before too, the importance of taking things kind of one step at a time, pun intended, but taking it slow, don't doing it all up front. The benefit of that being avoiding injury, right?
Absolutely. One really great thing about starting to train for a 10K is that you already have that 5K experience under you. You know what it's like to go out there and run a race, and starting to really steadily build upon that foundation. Certainly, things to look out for is if you have pain that is really sharp. A lot of times muscle soreness is more kind of dull pain, or if you have pain that doesn't go away after a little bit of time. So we're really lucky here at St. Luke's that we have a Gait Analysis program. So if you notice that you have quite a bit of sharp pain or pain that just hasn't gone away after a while, we can actually throw you on our treadmill and we can watch you run and kind of break down your gait mechanics. So that's a kind of a fun tool that we can use.
Yeah, that's a great resource too, because as runners begin to increase their mileage, they're going to tire a little more than they were previously on those short distances. So then maybe their alignment just isn't as great as it was, and that can cause some issues. So good to know that that's a place that they can go to make sure that they're still holding steady as they're
running. Yeah.
Okay, and let's talk again about the importance of resting and stretching, because we can't ignore that.
Absolutely. So, if you are starting to train for the 10K, I assume that you have a little bit of training underneath your belt. So your rest days don't need to be quite as
robust.
Important. Yeah, exactly. So you can do more of an active rest. So maybe instead of taking the day off, you go for a walk with your kiddos along the green belt, or you go for a bike ride. So an active recovery, or fewer days of recovery are typically necessary as long as you have that kind of base mileage.
Okay, and then where can viewers go to sign up for FitOne?
Yeah, you can go to fitoneboise.org, and it's a big red button that says sign up on the top right.